Hey Gold Digger, Kimberly Olson here, back for another episode of #GetLit, where we crush your business in less than 10 minutes. And guess what I have for you today? Are you ready? It's my 2021 Instagram growth strategy. So if you've been watching my Instagram, or maybe you have an account of your own that you want to blow up, I'm going to give you all the secrets and more inside this episode. Stay tuned. All right, so when I take a look at your account, what will I see on your account? Am I going to see posture, presence, consistency, a profile that stands out, stories that sizzle? Am I going to be drawn into your account? I'm hoping so. If you've been watching my videos, it's probably pretty awesome, but we can always improve. So I'm going to share with you specifically my plan for what I'm going to do to be able to get my account to 100,000 is my goal, okay? I think it's at like 36,000 maybe. Let's check. Okay, I'm going to share a screen and show you. All right, so we are going to blow it up together, and we're going to go to my account right now. Come follow me if you're not already following me, so you can see a lot about what we're talking about in real time. So the first thing I'm going to do, number one, is I'm going to create killer content with curb appeal. It's one thing to have great content where you wrote a great post description, you have a call to action, using your hashtags, all of that. But it needs that curb appeal, y'all. What is the curb appeal? It's Instagram worthy images, okay? It no longer works to just use some stock images, flat lay, or any of that stuff. You need selfies, you need your family, you need, gold diggers that are in your programs. You need people on your team to shout out, okay? So you want to look for ways to obviously bring different elements to your life into your content. But I want posture, I want you to level up big time. So we want to think about those images. We want to think about grabbing the best of the best. You know what? Honestly, get this one, it took probably 10 pictures to get that one. This was off the cuff, but I grabbed one from our family. So, it's not going to just be that one picture and you're like, I'm done. Sometimes it's taking multiple pictures, but it's taking the time to take the pictures. I schedule time in my schedule to, I try to do at least once a quarter, if not twice. I will schedule either at someone's a location or even an area if the weather's nice, and I will full on take photos for 2 hours and just have tons and tons and tons of images to pull from. So what does that do for you? It allows you to constantly have new images to grab, an archive of awesome photos you can use for social media. You want to make sure you have filters applied to all of your photos so you have that consistency and that look, okay? You want people to stop and go, okay, that's a boss. She's rocking it. She's living the mom life. She's living her best life. Other people around her are winning. She's inspiring me to live my best life. That is the kind of stuff that you want going on, okay? Number two, stories. Number two is you are going to step up your branding in your stories. This is my Instagram growth strategy I'm sharing with you. I'm going to be stepping up my branding in my stories. So let's see if it'll let us show you some. So, I don't know if you can hear this, but a lot of times when people go and do stuff with their kiddos, they just post like one picture and they're like, yay, fun, right? Throw it into some kind of animated app to bring it to life a little bit. Let people see what it's like to be in your world, okay? So let me show you an example of some branded content. Here's branded content. Okay. I have Wendy Cat. She's one of my amazing coaching clients, and she's going to be guest training in one of my groups, Gold Digging Boss Babes. Instead of just posting a picture of Wendy or maybe mentioning it as an afterthought, which we tend to do, or the worst, just post it in the group and that's it. Don't do that, guys. It's a waste. You need to really leverage when you have a guest trainer in, take it seriously. But I put the name of there in the font and the colors. We've got our Gold Digger colors here. We tell you why you want to watch it, when it is, and then obviously the next one's about Wendy. So even though we're talking about Wendy and all of her awesomeness, we're still staying on brand, okay? This quote is actually, we did not design this. We got this on Pinterest, but do you notice the similarities between this and my brand? My brand is the pink color, the whites. We use dark grays, but the black works too because it's close enough. Obviously, personally branded content. And then we encourage people to tag. And so we're able to have a lot of shout out content, which is huge because what does this do? this makes people go, oh, wow, other people are digesting her content and loving it. I better go check it out too. It elevates your entire brand. Okay. This is a free challenge we're doing in one of my groups. So instead of just, again, yay, come to our challenge one time, every day we're posting in our stories about what it is and what you can expect. Okay. So 10 days of gratitude, giving, and glam, happy holidays at the time of this recording. And then this is the date of when we're doing it and what they can expect, and a shout out for the person running it. Blog post. Does that help? If you're writing blog posts, you guys, put that stuff in here. Why aren't you, by the way? It's so easy. We literally just take the videos and write a summary. Okay. Another example, we didn't make that, but it's on brand. And if someone tags you, don't just repost it, add some stuff to it. So we've got the cute rainbows in the background, a little heart, and we're adding up a little bit more to it. Okay. And then whenever I do a story, I try to add words to it so people can read it, or a video story, and then some a pretty background on there. So that way people can see a little bit more about it. It just looks nicer. Okay. Step up your brand in your stories. Step up your branding. Number 3 is follow, unfollow. So let me give you a little hint. You can follow up to 200 people per day and unfollow up to 200 people per day. You don't want to average more than that, or you can risk your account getting in trouble. You can be following up to 7,500 people. So what we do, not every day, but most days, we try to follow 100, 200 people. We are looking for people similar to our ideal avatar. So we find someone that is our ideal avatar, and look at who she's following or her followers, or we'll look at someone who my audience is following as well and say, who is that? And then we'll follow those people. So I'm looking for mompreneurs, basically. But that huge growth strategy, you guys, and you do not use a bot. Do not use a bot. Do not pay money for that. I'm telling you, you're going to get accounts following you that are not genuinely wanting to follow you back. Just for a little bit of time, they're going to follow you, and then they're all going to unfollow you, and your account's going to look lame. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm a big time against that automated following type stuff. So I get it, but okay. So follow, unfollow. Number 4 is use the bells and whistles. Huge growth strategy. Look at all of these tabs I have up here. Awesome, right? How do you do that? Well, you just create one of that thing and it'll pop up on your thing. Highlights, make sure you guys are look at all these choices. People could get sucked into all the stories from forever. So posts are obvious, guides are new. We did do a tutorial on Instagram guides. So I'll make a note right here, tutorial on Instagram guides right here, and you guys can watch that, okay? I'll make a note. Okay, so you guys can go over there and see that. But guides are a collection of posts, and so it allows people to digest content, inspirational quotes, books I'm reading, helping you if you're trying to take more selfies, small business besties, just some girls I'm shouting out. So guides are awesome. So watch that tutorial because no one's doing it really. So it helps your algorithm and it helps you stand out as an influencer and that you know what you're doing. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of Reels. I use TikTok and then I just save them and put them on Reels. I actually don't create them from Reels. I've tried it and I actually like TikTok better. But look at this. I had, this also went crazy on TikTok, but I had a call to action in the bio. Oh my word, my phone blew up after this. So I basically talk about how 3 years ago I had $100 as our budget. Now we can buy whatever we want for our kids, did it all for my cell phone kind of thing with a side hustle. And then I said, want to work with me, text deeds to this number. And then people are texting it and then I can connect with them and see if we should chat or not. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. But Reels boost your algorithm and look at these video views. This is like free advertising. You want to get in front of people and it's short. They're pretty easy to make. Okay. IGTV is recorded content. So as you can see, we're doing recorded content right now. And this is a great way to create some evergreen content because people can scroll through here and maybe they say, oh, cool. I've heard about multiple streams of income. Let me watch that. These sit here forever. They don't go away where lives are more finicky and they don't stand the test of time really. They just kind of falter away. So use the bells and whistles, really good for your Instagram growth. And it also helps your algorithm and your engagement. And then also the last thing I'll say to you is part of my growth strategy, and it has been and will continue to be, is to stay on trend and be the first to implement. So stay on the trends. So if you see a new trend, just know I'll do a video on it. So make sure you're following me or subscribed. But when you stay on trend, what happens is you have content to turn on and teach others. You can talk about it. People see you doing it and they go, wow, like there's just something about you knowing something and others not, that it just puts you up in this higher level. So that's really important as well. So I would encourage you to stay on the trends, follow someone like me who is releasing new content like that, be the first to implement. So don't wait until you're ready to figure it out. Just go for it. Just literally just implement as fast as you can. And sometimes you'll fumble your way through, and most of the time you'll get through it just fine, no problem. But the key is just get in there and get it done, okay? All right, so I already said to subscribe, hit the button, follow me, like my business page. Also, put this in your stories. Like I just said, there's that call to action. Tag me at the Goal Digger Girl, GOAL, on Instagram, and I will give you a special Goal Digger shout out. Okay. Thanks for watching. Until next time, get lit in your business and set your soul on fire. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.